Today we're going to draw a bus with mountains in the background. First thing you'll need to do is use the handout to help you draw the bus on your paper. Draw it in the bottom right hand corner of your picture. Draw 2 lines underneath your bus for the road that your bus is driving on. It should get smaller towards the bus and wider as it gets towards the bottom of your paper. We're going to draw 5 lines in the background for your different levels of ground. So I drew 2 slightly wavy lines and then 2 lines that look like mountains in the background. The last line that we're going to draw in the background is one big mountain. So 2 lines that are kind of wavy, 2 lines that are pointy like mountains, and then one big mountain in the background. Draw your lines lightly. You may need to erase later. Next, draw some clouds in the sky. When you draw clouds, a simple way to do them is to draw a capital letter C and line them up in front of each other. The biggest one should be in the middle, and then they should get smaller as it gets farther away from that center cloud. This will make it look like the clouds are kind of blowing in one direction. And it also makes them appear to be really puffy. You can overlap your clouds with the mountains and with the sun. Next, you'll need 2 different sizes of Sharpies, ultra fine and a fine. Oh, if you want to add some snow on the top of your mountain, you can. You can also add what looks like cracks going down your mountain. The cracks will be like the different ridges or the tip of the mountain as it recedes going down your paper. It almost looks like veins of a leaf or veins in your arm, drawn from the tip of each mountaintop to middle or the bottom of each mountain. When I color those, you'll see what I am going to do with those veins on the mountains. Here's what your picture should look like when it's traced. Some of the tracing is done with a fine Sharpie, so like the major outlines of objects. The finer detail will be done with the ultrafine Sharpie. The ultrafine is more of a pen, so I did the clouds with the ultrafine because I didn't want them to be as noticeable as the mountains and the bus. I also did the veins on my mountains with my ultrafine Sharpie as well. You can add some extra details to your bus as well. Don't forget to erase over your entire drawing when you're finished. I missed a lot of lines. If you notice, I did not trace my sun. That's because I want to color that yellow and I don't want it to have a black outline. Next, you can color your bus whatever color you want. I colored mine 2 different shades of blue. I like to include value when I'm coloring with crayons. When I show value, I color hard around the outer edge, and then I gradually make it lighter on the inside of the shape or surface that I'm coloring. You can also show value by using different shades or values of a color. So I used a lighter blue for the top of my bus. I wanted the windows to appear like glass, so I used that same shade of blue but colored even lighter on the windows. Your road can either be brown or black, depending on if it's a paved road or a dirt road. Again, I colored heavily underneath the bus, and then I gradually made it lighter as I got farther away from the bus, so that way it looked like there was a shadow where the bus was on top of the road. I used 2 different shades of green in the grass. When I colored my mountains, I use a brown crayon for the entire mountain, but I color heavily on one side of the veins and then lightly on the other side. Make sure you're consistent with which side you color heavily on. That'll make it look like the sun is shining on one side of the mountain and it's casting a shadow on the other side.